Goku again, yo everyone, Starter Protagonist is here. Recently, Epic has been doing some shady moves in the item shop. In fact, it's been a major problem since the removal of the rarity system, and now it seems like it's getting worse and worse as time goes by. From locking cosmetics behind skins, to overpricing cosmetics in bundles, and now separating back blings as a way to either overprice the bundles or to overprice the skins. These sorts of practices have been getting out of hand, and I can see people at Epic just pulling off the queen laugh. Not really. It surprises me that barely anyone on YouTube is addressing these issues other than the Fortnite community on Twitter. So here I am adding on to it. So strap yourselves in for a little rant video as I address the issues with the Fortnite cosmetics. But before we do that, I need to make this extremely clear, because there's a few people who will probably make the argument that I make spending spree videos, so therefore I can't complain. And I've also had someone in my second Sparking Zero video saying that I'm a hypocrite because I consider the game too expensive despite spending a lot of money on Fortnite. Firstly, yes, I do make spending spree videos, but people need to understand that spending spree videos can take a lot of time. It's not like you're buying the whole shop in a day. I mean, somebody can probably do that, but you're only buying whatever cosmetics you want at that specific time. For me, it takes up to at least 1 or 2 months to do one spending spree video because I'm buying whatever cosmetics are in the shop at that specific time, as long as they're not expensive. Plus, there's a bunch of editing, commentary, as well as picking out the music to play for each video. I don't buy cosmetics that are too expensive, and I would advise my fans to not buy any cosmetics that they consider too expensive. And if there's something that I find interesting but is overpriced, I'm gonna call Epic out on it. And secondly, it is 100% unfair to compare a one-time purchasable game to a live service free-to-play game. I said what I said about Sparking Zero not being worth $70, and yet people who did purchase the game have the nerve to complain about a DLC pack that's almost $20. You can compare Fortnite to other live service games that charge way more than what Fortnite is charging, but comparing a live service game to a full price game is both unfair and disingenuous. And even if I can afford Sparking Zero, I'd rather wait for the game to be on sale. It's called thinking with your wallets, people. I buy what I like that is very affordable. If I have a major issue with Fortnite, I'm going to call it out. And if you want to be part of the conversation, feel free to comment down below, but don't be an asshole about it, don't call me a complainer, and don't be immature either. Be more civil and give your thoughts without being annoying or a glazer. Because almost every time I make these critique or rant videos, there's always going to be these NPCs complaining or downplaying what I say without giving any civil or constructive feedback. If you don't like what I say, the dislike button is on the right. It ain't that deep. I'm going to call Epic out on this because this is a major issue that's been going on since the beginning of Chapter 5. Now that I spent 2 minutes getting all of that out, let's get into the main problems of these recent cosmetics. Problem number 1, the forced cosmetics. This trend started back in Chapter 5, Season 2, when the Avatar cosmetics were introduced into the shop. And what they did was really shady. They locked the pickaxes behind the skins. Now it made sense for Zuko since his pickaxes interacted with the back bling, but there was no reason to do this for Katara and Toph. But this was just the beginning. This happened with Wave 3 of My Hero Academia, then Deadpool and Wolverine, then the X-Men, Iron Spider, Disney villains, and the Symbiotes bundle. They were forcing pickaxes and emotes into the skins just to get more buck out of you, even though the majority of them don't interact with the skins or back blings. Plus, people who only wanted the pickaxes or emote from a bundle are forced into buying the skin as well. But what about adding unnecessary cosmetics to a bundle? Well, they did this on multiple occasions, adding instruments and Lego kits, something that nobody is buying, and nearly all of them were Marvel, from the Deadpool and Wolverine's bundle to Black Cat, Iron Spider, Spider-Woman, and a few more. Again, not everybody is buying these instruments, and who the hell is buying a Lego kit? You can buy a real one in real life. Why buy a virtual Lego kit for $20? I'm glad they stopped doing this type of business practice, but please don't ever pull this kind of stunt on us ever again. Problem number 2, the overpriced cosmetics and bundles. Oh, Jesus Christ. This has been the biggest problem since the beginning of the Fortnite metaverse. I'll probably make a video talking about the metaverse since that has its own can of worms, but cosmetic prices have been ramping up at an alarming rate, and it is still an ongoing issue. Once again, the Avatar cosmetics were the start of it all. Do you know how many kids and teenagers are major fans of Avatar? Imagine logging into Fortnite, getting ready to buy the Avatar cosmetics on that exact day, only to have each of the skins priced at 2,000 V-Bucks. You are spending almost 6,000 V-Bucks on that set because there's a bundle to get Zuko and Katara's cosmetics for 3,200. And there's an emote that should have been 300 but is instead 500. In fact, you are spending almost 10,000 V-Bucks because Aang and Appa finally made it into the item shop, as well as 2 of the emotes. And don't even get me started on the 3,800 V-Buck bundles, which has been running rampant in the item shop. My Hero Wave 3, X-Men, Disney Villains, Across the Spider-Verse Wave 2, even Kaiju number 8. You know damn well these bundles should not be overpriced, even if you're able to get everything in one purchase. Even bundles that aren't as overpriced as the ones I've mentioned. The Pirates of the Caribbean bundle is 3,400, Deadpool and Wolverine is 3,600, The Night Before Christmas Wave 2 is 3,400, the Avatar Pandora bundle is also 3,400, and do you know how laughable it is to see the Symbiotes bundle priced at 3,000 V-Bucks, yet the Venom bundle is 2,800 V-Bucks, and you get more than the Symbiotes bundle, which is hilariously inconsistent. These bundles should not be this overpriced, and this also leads into the third problem. As if making bundles expensive weren't enough, they decided to sell back blings separately. Now this isn't anything new since they've done this before in the past, but that wouldn't be an issue if the skins weren't overpriced, and that is exactly what happened with the recent collabs. Wave 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen is also 3,800 V-Bucks, which is once again overpriced. But the cherry on top is that they sold Toji's back bling and pickaxe separately for 800 V-Bucks, with the skin being at 1,500 with no back bling, no reactivity, no built-in emote, and not even edit styles. Just the skin alone, which is highway robbery. They also did this with Cowboy Bebop. Not only is the bundle 3,400 V-Bucks, which isn't that bad of a price, but the skins are each 1,500 with the back blings sold separately for 300 V-Bucks each. They also did this with Alan the Alien from Invincible, as well as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. And the crazy part is, both of these bundles aren't even overpriced, yet the skins themselves are. If anything, these skins each should have been 1,200 V-Bucks. But if you thought that was bad, they did the scummiest thing with an original bundle. And you all know what I'm talking about, it's the Best in Show bundle. Literally, all of the cosmetics should have just been one with each edit style. Each of the dog skins cost 1,200 V-Bucks and they are the exact same skin but with different breeds. Back blings are also the exact same, yet they cost 200 V-Bucks each. Same with the pickaxes, as they're the exact same and they cost 500 V-Bucks each. But to put the nail in the coffin of this bundle is that the bundle itself is 3,500 V-Bucks.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Who in the right mind would spend that many V-Bucks on a dog shit bundle that is a major scam? Not every skin has to be separate from their back bling. This is clearly a ploy to make the bundles more expensive. And even though they are affordable, it still doesn't change the fact that the skin alone is overpriced. Why the need to make things so damn expensive? They made bundles and cosmetics very affordable during the beginning of Chapter 6. Mechagodzilla and Kong, as well as Cyberpunk 2077, each had bundles that were 2,800 V-Bucks, and those skins had their back blings along with the skins. If you're gonna separate back blings from the skins, do so with the originals. Keep that away from the collabs. And if you're going to separate back blings for collabs, lower the price of the skins. But even when they're not making cosmetics in the shop so expensive, they're still going to find ways to get more money out of you. Don't believe me? Let's talk about the Fortnite Crew, because the last time I talked about it was last season. However, my thoughts on it have changed a bit. It's awesome to have all of these cosmetics for the low price of $13. After all, you got the Battle Pass, OG Pass, Lego Pass, and Music Pass, as well as the Rocket Pass for Rocket League, the Fortnite Crew Pack with edit styles, and an extra 1,000 V-Bucks. All of that sounds great for the low price of $13, but let me tell you this. Don't you think it's weird that they're advertising this to the ground, only to lose access to all of them when the subscription runs out? Now I can understand losing access to the OG, Lego, and Music Passes, but why the hell do we lose access to the Battle Pass as well? And the stupidest damn thing they pulled is that if you buy the Fortnite Crew within 14 days of you buying the Battle Pass, they'll give you a refund and will take it away after your subscription ends. But if you buy it 14 days after purchasing the Battle Pass, you'll still keep the pass after your subscription ends, but you won't receive a 1,000 V-Buck refund. Why can't we just keep the pass regardless? The blueprints were established before. When buying Fortnite Crew, not only do you keep the Battle Pass, but you'll also get a refund with it as well. But now they really want to make sure you stay subscribed to Fortnite Crew, otherwise you have to pay almost 5,000 V-Bucks for all 4 of these passes. Hell, why not throw some kicks in there while you're at it? Because now they're selling kicks and Crocs between the price range of 600 to 1,000 V-Bucks. We really got people buying a pair of virtual shoes before GTA 6. I know there are games that are done worse, but for Fortnite standards, this should not be that expensive, especially when kids and teenagers still plays this game. Epic Games, we understand you want to make money. We understand you have to make money for the sake of this game. We understand that you've all been through a lot, from the layoffs to the intense lawsuits, all of it. You all have done a wonderful job keeping the game fresh and playable. And we want to give you our money as a way of supporting you and this game. But that doesn't mean you have to go down this rabbit hole and make everything over expensive for the sake of money to make back. You've already increased the price of V-Bucks. You've already increased the prices of real money packs. There is no need to go down this path other companies have walked. You've given us so much content and have done everything to make Fortnite more lively. And I 100% appreciate that. All we're asking is to make things more affordable. Hopefully we'll see change in the future for the better, and hopefully things will go back to being as good as they were during the modern age of Fortnite. One last thing I will say to wrap this up. If you feel that certain cosmetics are not worth purchasing or are too expensive, don't buy them. Remember to think with your wallets. If Epic sees that cosmetics aren't selling much, they'll adjust the prices of future cosmetics. But if this era of overpriced cosmetics continues, it's only a matter of time before this gets addressed even more, and I'm hoping it does. Very shitty that Epic would stoop this low and lie to our faces about the rarity system not affecting the shop, when it most certainly did in the end. Why change something that wasn't even a big deal? Especially when they know this would end up in major backlash. You can't deny that Epic lied. They hid this stupid ass update behind this avatar cosmetics just to make them overpriced. And while they do listen to us for the most part, they didn't listen to us about the rarity system, they didn't listen to us about the locker UI, and it took one trending hashtag and a dev getting doxxed and harassed just for them to finally listen and adjust the movement. While that wasn't the right thing for them to do, I can't blame the community that much because they just want to have a comfortable time playing a game. I'm very disappointed with how this game turned out. The BR is still good, nothing wrong with that. But they can't even properly make the original game modes as fun and polished as the metaverse modes are. Minus Rocket Racing. Not every mode has to have ranked modes, and these cosmetics should not be this expensive. This should not have gone this far. I'm hoping to see change for the better in the near future. But that's going to be it for me. If you would, please share this video everywhere. I'm hoping more people sees this and address these issues. And if you want to help support me, you can do so by becoming a member of the channel for just $3 or more, or by using my supporter creator code, which is StarTastic. But until then, this is Star the Protagonist signing out. As always, go Kigenyo, and have a StarTastic day, everyone. If you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those notifications on to join the Star Nation. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter, and while you're at it, check out my previous video. Now.